This show is doomed. Plain and simple. The show that we've all loved for decades is over. I was going to dedicate my only day off this week to the joke that is the Star Wars Resistance trailer, but it looks like that's on hold until next week after several viewers sent me this article. So, here it is. As quoted on Doctor Who TV, BBC drama controller and former Doctor Who executive producer Piers Wenger on the 13th Doctor. Get yourself a drink. You might need it. As we all know, the BBC has become a highly sexist and racist institution. It's in their mandate now. Yet, there still seems to be several white males in places of power at the BBC. Why? Well, as I've said before, it's because they think they're above the rest of us. If you're a straight white male in 2018, without power or connections, good luck even getting past the BBC security gate. Somehow I don't see Wenger giving up his position of power to someone on the diversity or equity quota list anytime soon. We also learn that Jodie Whittaker placed 15th on the Radio Times TV 100 list. I suggest you take a look at it. You may be surprised at its bold wokeness. Oh my, look who ranked number 2. Anyway, let's take a closer look at Piers' words of wisdom. Quote, celebrating Whittaker's placement. Well, of course, the BBC would have you fired out of a cannon or something if you didn't, but somehow I think he likes taking the moral high ground regardless. Quote, it's a testament to the energy and focus that Jodie has brought to Doctor Who that it's hard to distinguish where one ends and the other begins. She said that from the start she could only do it her way, and so it has become. Well, if we're basing this on the trailer and leaked clip, her way kind of sucks. Also, I guess Jodie thinks she's above creative direction. He continues, gone is the daffiness and idiosyncrasy of her predecessors in favor of energy, spark, and relatability. Good lord, let's unpack this statement. Gone is the daffiness and idiosyncrasy of her predecessors. Well then, Wenger, it seems that you've forgotten what makes the Doctor the Doctor. This has been his defining characteristic for 55 years, but now the woke BBC has decided to throw this out the window. If you throw away a character's defining characteristic, then it's hardly that character anymore, now is it? What we are seeing here is the woke BBC ridding itself of the, quote, toxic masculinity of Doctor Who's past. Heck, even when Stephen Moffat was in the midst of destroying the show through social justice and third-wave feminist imperatives during Series 9 and 10, at least he still kept the Doctor's character true to itself. Granted, he turned Capaldi into an older version of Matt Smith in the end, but this was still identifiably the Doctor. Now this next line. Apparently, this Doctor has energy, spark, and relatability. Really, Piers? Then how would you describe David Tennant and Matt Smith? Nope, no energy or spark there. None at all. It's the last word in this quote that fills me with dread. Relatability. What do you mean relatable? Relatable to who? I'm pretty sure you don't mean relatable to Doctor Who's traditional fan base. Nope, I think we all know exactly what demographic this is intended to be relatable to. We are watching franchise after franchise fail as they try to appeal to this demographic. A demographic that I would argue represents only a small percentage of the population as a whole. Watching these franchises fail under their own misguided stupidity is fascinating in its absurdity. BBC content director Charlotte Moore congratulated Chibnall on his second place standing on the Radio Times list of wokeness. She says, quote, Chris is a wonderfully talented, multi-award-winning writer whose catalog speaks for itself. He's written a few good episodes of Torchwood, and one good season of Broadchurch. His Doctor Who episodes, prior to taking the reins of the show, are mediocre to terrible. I can't wait to see his passion and vision. Oh, I think we fully know what his vision is. Come to life on BBC One this autumn, while sucking the remaining life out of the corpse of what was once one of the best sci-fi shows ever to have existed. As a lifelong fan himself, I know he will bring something very special. Oh, I'm sure it will be special to the hit series. You mean, formerly hit series. To captivate old and new fans across the globe. Well, I'm pretty sure a certain segment of new fans will be happy. As for bringing back old fans, I think this might be wishful thinking on your part. And that's it for today. So as always, everyone, thank you for watching, and have a good day.